They're making up to $10,000 a week, which blows my mind. First of all, y'all know that this travel nursing pay rate was not going to stay long, okay? What's up, friends? Welcome back to KimmyDTV, a place where nurses and aspiring nurses come to achieve academic, career, and life success. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about the decreasing travel nursing rates that is occurring right now, okay? So if you guys want to find out if it's still worth it to be a travel nurse, stay tuned in this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell so that you never miss a video. And also, this video is basically piggybacking off of a previous video I did entitled Why I Left My Nursing Job. So y'all want to make sure you catch up with that video. I'm going to leave in the description box below just so that you see where I'm coming from and get like a broader context. And also, I invite your opinions, your comments, your advice down below as well, okay? So if y'all want to know how I feel, stay tuned. Okay, so I'm gonna preface this video by saying when I give advice on my channel, so take into consideration your life, okay? So my life, my values, my priorities may be different from your life, your priorities, your values. You kind of have to look at where you are in your life, look at your responsibilities, then look at how you want your future to look like, look at what you value, and you make your decision from there, okay? So everything I'm saying, it has to go into perspective of my life, okay? So I'm going to talk about two elements that I believe are the main reasons why travel nurses decide to become travel nurses, okay? So the two main elements is money and freedom, okay? That's basically the reason why we become travel nurses, is to make more money and to establish our life in such a way where we got more freedom, okay? So first of all, y'all know that this travel nursing pay rate was not going to stay long, okay? I can't even say the word because of YouTube laws, but we were in a crisis in our country, and endemic, if you will, and that is why the rates were sky high, okay, in the first place, because we were in an emergency as a country, okay? A lot of people were getting sick and stuff like that, so that's why the travel rates were high. So nobody should be surprised that the rates went down, and I hope that whoever was in this period of time, that you guys took advantage and you guys made the money that you could make, and you guys did what you had to do. Especially my medical RNs, my medical nurses, RN, LPNs, they made a lot of money, okay? I'm talking about ICU, med-surg nurses. They were making up to $10,000 a week, which blows my mind. When the thing just happened, when it was the height of it, I was in nursing school, of course, so I couldn't get the meat of it. I got some of it, but I couldn't get like the real meat. People paid off their mortgages. People paid off their student loans. A lot of nurses made a lot of money during that time. So if you didn't get to profit in that, I hope this is a big lesson to everybody, that no matter what it is in life, it doesn't matter what it is, it could be a work, relationships, whatever you want to do, just know that the window of opportunity doesn't always remain open forever. It does have a shutdown time. So if you're looking for a sign to start something, to do something, see this video as a total sign. I believe there's nothing that is out there for granted. Whatever you want to do, just do it, because you won't always have the opportunity in life to do it, is what I'm basically saying, okay? But people were making money doing that. People were making money, you know, giving the jab, which I have some videos on my channel, some vlogs about making the jab. So there were various ways that people made money during that. So always remember, when there's a crisis, stop panicking, take a deep breath, and figure out how you yourself can profit from it, okay? So that's okay, we'll get that out of the way. So rates are going down. I am a psychiatric nurse. If y'all didn't know, if y'all new to my channel, I'm a psychiatric nurse, and psychiatric nurses already make less than medical nurses in the first place. So imagine the travel psychiatric nurse. Yes, I've spoken to my fellow travel nursing nurses, colleagues at my current position right now, and we're all talking about it. Oh my god, the rates went down. And this is my opinion: is travel nursing still worth it for me? And do I still think worth it for you if you value the same things I value? In a nutshell, yes, totally yes. And here is the reason why. So let's talk about money. Number one, you can still make more money as a travel/contract nurse than regular staff nurses. Here's the reason why. Number one, first of all, from me being able to network with other nurses, I'm gonna just start off by saying, people in my job, everywhere I go, people are always telling me, hey, check out this opportunity. People are always throwing jobs at me and great opportunities at me because I am nice to everybody. And not only that, like being nice, but I'm a decent human being and I like to help others. So it's usually 9 times out of 10 it's gonna be reciprocated onto you. So I'm very friendly, I'm always networking. So that's why I always encourage y'all to always network with your fellow nurse colleagues. Don't just come into the job, get your paycheck and go. Network with people. I'm not saying you should be your best friend, but network with people. People are throwing jobs. Like if I'm not catching something, for some reason people are always sending me great jobs, great opportunities my way. So I had a nurse recently tell me, hey Kim, there is a big opportunity with this nursing agency in Minnesota. So for those of you guys who are psych nurses, y'all probably know about this. There is a huge money grab opportunity in, I think it's Minnesota, and I think it's gonna be in mid-June, I think, and it's only for a week. And I'm not gonna say how much they're paying, but they're paying very handsomely. And honestly, it's really tempting for me to be like, deuces to my current job that I'm in now, my current contract position now. I feel like saying deuces, I'm about to make this money for a week. But of course, when you're a travel contract nurse, you know, when you're a nurse in general, you don't want to burn any bridges with any facilities, with any organizations or whatever, because you never know when you may need them, okay, for anything, for furthering your career, for like your next job opportunity. You never want to sever that rapport with them. So no, I'm not gonna say deuces, but it is a huge opportunity, okay? So what I'm saying is that there will always be a nursing shortage, okay? Because unfortunately, you know, sometimes there are unfair, for example, nurse to patient ratios, there are unfair circumstances, or there may be a setting where it's a rural area, not a lot of people live there, so they need nurses there, they need different healthcare providers there. So there'll always be a nursing shortage, I believe, okay? Yes, a lot of people are going for nursing, but I don't think not enough people are going for nursing. There are a lot of nurses that are leaving the bedside, so there'll always be a nursing shortage, meaning that there'll always be a crisis nursing, okay? So when you're a travel nurse, consider this, you're not tied to any one job. So you have the opportunity, if you feel comfortable and you have the experience and stuff like that, to do a crisis job, okay? So crisis nursing has always been around, even before, you know, our health crisis. Crisis nursing has always been around. So crisis nursing is basically, like, for example, if a bunch of nurses decide to go on strike in a facility and nobody shows up to work, if for some reason there's a shortage of nursing, like I said, for the reasons prior, maybe it's a rural setting, maybe it's this, maybe it's that. So there are different reasons as to why there are crisis nurses, and usually during a crisis nurse, they pay for crisis nursing assignment, they pay for your hotel stay, they pay for your transportation to and from the hotel to the facility, they pay for everything, and you can make a big grab. Like, I'm talking 10 grand a week, okay? But usually it's for a short amount of time, like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, okay? The gag is with crisis nursing is, and that's with travel nursing too, so that's why I always encourage having a good savings account. Sometimes they can be like, okay, we don't need you anymore in the middle of the assignment, and then like deuces, they send you out your way. So that's why I always say, always make sure you have a savings account, that you're always sitting on like a good cushion, you know what I mean? So that is to take into consideration too. But yes, that's another reason why I don't feel like travel nursing is a waste of time, because you got crisis nursing, okay? So if I was free, if I was in my month free and I heard about that, I would be like, totally, I'm gonna go get this nursing job. And even if you're not in a contract, let's say you decide, you know what, I'm gonna do, the thing is, you guys have to be hustlers, okay? I feel like to be a travel nurse, you got to be hustlers. And what do I mean by that? That means follow all the agencies that like pay very great. Follow their Instagram pages. They usually post when they have this job available, when that job available, because usually it is first come first serve. So you have to constantly be looking at the jobs, like look at their Facebook pages like at least 3 times a day, their Instagram page at least 3 times a day. Network with other nurses. Usually they're the first ones to tell me, hey Kim, look at this job opportunity, you better hop on it. Okay, they're only taking a certain amount of nurses and you got to be able to hop on it. Okay, so being a travel nurse, you're essentially your own, like it's almost like you have your own business. You still feel like a W2, W4, but essentially you're responsible for finding your own leads, finding your own jobs. Yes, you may have a recruiter, but you're still responsible. So that is another reason why, like for example, for me, I have my own private insurance. Yes, I'm paying at a premium, but I don't see anything wrong with that because I never want to tie myself to one agency. Like, oh, well, I have healthcare insurance through this agency, so that's why I'm not gonna take this healthcare agent, this travel nursing agency's job that's paying way more because my health insurance is tied to this agency. No. I didn't become a travel nurse, like for example, to be tied down to one agency. I became a travel nurse because I wanted to have flexibility and I want to have freedom. Okay, so that's another reason why. Another reason why is because as a travel nurse, you don't have to take a travel nursing job that is another state. You can do local contract travel nursing, which is kind of what I'm doing right now. So you're still gonna make more than the agency. Now for example, yes, I've been an LPN for 7 years working in a nursing home, but I'm a fairly new RN. I'm a fairly new psychiatric RN. I have like roughly, I think 1.5 years experience now, so I'm still making more than your average, what you're supposed to make as an entry-level RN working in a psychiatric healthcare facility. I still make significantly more than the nurses who work directly for the facility and they have the same amount of years experience I make. Okay, so for me, I still see that it's worth it. Okay, and also it could serve as a buffer. You know, if you take that travel nursing job, you don't have to, you could just use it as a buffer until you find something that you do like, but that is PRN. The whole point is, you know, flexibility and freedom. And also, like, personally, if you guys didn't see my grief video, like, watch it. But like I said, I truly feel like if I was a travel nurse before, I would have had more time with my grandmother, who I love dearly, when I found out she was on hospice. You know, I still have regrets in my head, but you know, it is what it is. That's the biggest lesson in my life, is to know what you prioritize. I am more than just a nurse. I am a daughter. I was a granddaughter, and well, I'm still a granddaughter, and I am a sister, you know. So if you think about it, I really prioritize family, but I don't want to miss, like, if I want to spend Mother's Day in New York with my mom, I don't want to miss that. I don't want to miss birthdays. I don't want to miss, like, planning a family vacation and everybody has to sync their schedules. I don't want to have to ask for that, you know. So that is another reason why I still think travel nursing is worth it. You know, you kind of have to know what you want out of it. So in essence, can travel nursing be a long-term career? I mean, in theory, in essence, you can make it a long-term career, but would I advise you guys, as my KimmyDTV viewers? No, I wouldn't advise you guys. I cannot imagine like doing it totally long-term, like forever until I retire. No, because obvious reasons. I feel like I'm gonna eventually get tired of moving from facility to facility all the time, because honestly, it's the same kind of things but different facilities. You know, it's the same thing you're doing but different facilities. I think obviously, like, I would be bored of that, and you guys already know what's going on in the nursing world right now with different drama and politics right now. So I think travel nursing is great if you have an overall goal. So for example, if your goal is to attain financial freedom, you want to pay off all your debts, all your student loans, it's a great way to go because you're going to make more. If your goal is to put yourself through school, okay? Like if I wasn't doing travel nursing, I would have to take out loans to get my BSN. I wouldn't be able to, go, travel on trips while I do my BSN, compete in a pageant, which I am right now. I'm preparing for a pageant. I wouldn't be able to do those things, but travel nursing afforded me those opportunities because it pays significantly higher than being a regular staff nurse. So I still think that is worth it, is what I'm saying. If you have certain goals that you want to reach, yes, travel nursing is worth it. But I would say have the end in mind. Don't think, okay, I'm gonna do this forever, because I feel like, well, at least me, that's how I feel. Eventually, you're gonna get tired of it. Eventually, like for example, I watched this one girl on YouTube. She's a travel nurse, and her goal was to make enough money to open up a med spa, and she was able to do it. She was get all her money without like getting loans and stuff like that, and open up a med spa because it's expensive. If you want to open up a business, if you want to go back to school, maybe get your master's, if you want to do this, if you want to do that, then the world is run around by money, and you're gonna need that. So, or if your goal is to check off different countries in your bucket list, that countries that you want to visit, then your goal is to do that. If you want to, I don't know, pay off braces for your kid or send them to the most prestigious private school, whatever, then you can do that with travel nursing. I know there are people who have kids I've encountered, they have kids and they work for like a month or 2 or 3, and then they have like 4 or 5 months, depending on how they save their money and how they arrange their finances. They have 4 or 5 months with their kids. So it really just depends on who you are, what you're looking for, and if it's worth it. For me, it's worth it because, like I said, I never want to feel like I'm being tied down to a place, okay? If I feel like a place is getting very toxic and stuff like that, if my health insurance is tied there, if this is tied there, A, B, C, D, F, G, then I can't be able to move, and I don't like that at all. I like my freedom. Okay, I learned that big lesson, and I prioritize my family and just spending time with my loved ones and stuff like that. So for me, at least for now, I could always change my mind in the future. At least for now, I feel like travel nursing / contract nursing / strike nursing, whatever you want to call it, it makes sense for me. I like the freedom and I like the money, and for me, it makes sense. Yes, rates are going down, which sucks, but you can always keep your eye out on those crisis rates. There's always going to be crisis rates. There's always, to me, I don't like to have a scarcity mindset. I like to have an abundance mindset. There's always going to be opportunity. You just cannot be lazy, and you got to always be looking for it. Okay, guys? So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope y'all enjoy your day. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Is travel nursing worth it with the travel rates going low? Okay, guys? Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.